I scare you? I think I did. And you know, it's Halloween time. So I feel like I should be scaring some people. But it occurred to me, why did Halloween start? Well, today I'm gonna give you a little history lesson on how Halloween came to be. Now, Halloween is my favorite holiday. I treat it like my religious holiday. You can see the decorations. I'm in all black. I love it. And I never really gave it any thought about why we trick or treat, why we even celebrate it, you know, like it's not traditionally American holiday. It didn't come from America because we're the new world and we took everything from anyone and everything. We took copyright shit from everywhere. So I did a little research today and I want to inform you guys, give yourself a little history lesson on how Halloween came to be. Disclaimer, I found all this information off the History Channel, you know, like the History Channel, off their website. So whatever I say, that is their information and property. So let's get right into it. Bentley. Joining us, I guess now, is Bentley, my roommate's dog. Say hi! Hello! Alright, you can take a nap. So it first dates back to a Celtic festival called Samhain, around 2,000 years ago. And the area it was thought of in was Ireland and northern France. Their New Year was on November 1st because it marked the end of a great harvest and it marked the beginning of what they were the death months, you know, in the more harsh winter times. And they believe that on the night of October 31st, the night right before their New Year, that the boundary line between the mortal world and the spirit world kind of blended together, and spirits and ghosts were allowed to walk back on Earth freely. To protect themselves from these types of spirits, druids or Celtic priests would light huge bonfires in the middle of their square, and they would present crops and animal sacrifices to please their Celtic deities. They would also dress up in animal heads and animal skins, and the common people would try to tell each other's fortunes. It was just a very hokey night, I guess, in the best way to say it. And after the celebration was over, they would take a torch from the giant square bonfire that was blessed by the druids and bring that back into their own hearth at home, because the fire would light them into the dark times and give them good luck. Flash forward to 43 AD, when the Roman Empire took over most of Europe. They combined two of their own fall festivals with Samhain to kind of combine the cultures. First holiday that the Romans combined was Feralia. It was a day that they celebrated their dead. And the second was to celebrate their goddess Pomona, who was the goddess of fruit and trees. By the 19th century, the Catholic Church had spread across all of Europe, and they made their own day, November 2nd, All Souls Day. Samhain and this All Souls Day that they formed was very similar. They both had a big bonfire to ward off the evil spirits and bless everyone's houses. You would dress up, big square celebration. And what they did different, instead of dressing up as like with animal heads and animal skins, they would dress up as the saints that they would honor or the devils that they would want to ward off. Hence why there's a very popular tradition of being an angel or devil in American Halloween. The celebration was also called All Hallows or All Hallowmas. So the night before All Hallows or All Hallowmas, it was All Hallowmas Eve, which eventually turned into Halloween. Flash forward to a crap ton years later, Europeans have colonized America, the 13 colonies. When the 13 colonies were still being established, Halloween was still not celebrated as regularly as it is today because of the strict Protestant beliefs that they came to America with. It was mainly celebrated up in Maryland or in the southern colonies, not so much in the middle. Don't know why. And from the years coming forward, from mixing with Native American customs and beliefs with European customs and beliefs, it started to form traditional American Halloween that we see today. By the middle of the 19th century, autumn festivals were going around, but Halloween itself was still not celebrated as a national holiday. It was just from like towns and communities that they wanted to celebrate on their own terms, basically. End of the 19th century, when we had the Great Potato Famine, the flood of Irish immigrants coming into America helped popularize the holiday. From there, Halloween became a widely celebrated holiday, and the superstitious and religious beliefs coming from Halloween were eventually dropped, just to focus on the positivity that Halloween would bring, of bringing people together and celebrating the loved ones who have passed. And by today, it's all about dressing up, putting fake skulls around your house, going trick-or-treating, and going to college Halloween parties and getting blacked out. So I hope you all enjoyed this little history lesson. Happy Halloween, stay safe, and ward off those evil spirits.